that first part, then you have to like jump to get to the bomb one,
To the
bomb
bomb one.
section. I don't
I'm
know.
trying to hang on. I'm trying to think. Oh, you mean the spot where it's like, wait. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the jumping part where you have to. Yeah, yeah, I know what you're
Jump
talking
in
about.
outer space.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a big open
There's a weapon in that
like
locker.
Yes.
structure
Probably an
that you're
upgrade
jumping
kit.
alongside. Yeah,
Grab it
yeah,
and
I
head
know
to
what
my
you mean.
location.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
frustrating too, but it's not as bad as
I'll
whenever because I
scan for signals
know
from my jump ship.
me and
I need you to be my eyes on the ground.
me and Hawk did the Whisper of the Worm. That's not even a
Hmm.
raid. That's just a freaking I forgot what it was, but it's whatever you did
Something's
that.
causing
Jesus, that
interference. My
jumping puzzle
scanner's
was
shot.
eating him alive.
Might be doing this the old-fashioned
Mm.
way.
Yeah, and then it was
Analyzing.
on my
I've got a source
warlock.
for the interference.
Like
Let's
as
check it
soon
out.
as if I can get from the first platform, you know where the first chest is on the little tiny platforms?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I could get past
Ooh,
that first chest, that's I could dreamboat it with my
Get the
warlock.
fallen off that
I
thing.
mean, it's so easy from there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's from it's that small
Initial.
platform. No, it's a small platform that is right before that
get me
chest.
closer to that
I
antenna.
cannot get onto
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they
with the warlock. I
oh
am I am right there jumping to that thing and I cannot get onto
Fallen
that
can't
damn
resist
thing.
tinkering
I
with old
don't know
scrap.
why or what, and it made me so mad I just orbited 3 times last night. I was like, forget about those damn spoils. I am not doing it. I'm just I can't figure out the jump or what I need to do to get on there.
yeah, it can
I
definitely
can
get
get I can get there. No big deal. I can get there, but I just can't figure out how to
yeah. It's
I
like
don't know.
when like it's like once you get like tripped up on something, it's easy to like. It's weird. It's like it's like a mental block. Like if you don't really think
Yeah.
about it that much, like you'll do it. But if you think about it too hard and then you fail once, and then
Damn.
you fail twice,
Our team
you
signals from
Yeah.
literally
Cecile.
lose
Last known
the
locations are nowhere
ability
near
to
each
do it.
other.
It's
Split up
Yeah,
before
and
crazy.
something's got real
and
bad.
everybody's
what an
already
LP is?
there
Task. If you
at the
find me,
encounter, the
send
next
Yep.
coordinates now.
encounter.
Yep. And it just
And they're
frustrates you
waiting
because
for
they're waiting
you.
you.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and you're
Oh.
just and you have probably another 5 minutes to be able to get there, and they're just waiting on you and waiting
Mm-hmm.
on you, and you're just like, you can't even make that first jump,
Yeah.
basically.
And then it just gets to you, it starts eating at you, and then
Yeah,
you can get
yeah,
pissed off. Yeah.
yeah. So I just orbited out, and they're like, someone left. I'm like, no, I didn't leave. Just invite me back.
Yeah. Yeah. They
just
can't
just invite me back.
Let's
they
see.
Okay.
couldn't
The
they
I
fallen
didn't.
couldn't
were spinning in the
they couldn't
traveler's trace,
pull you in there.
but something happened.
No, they did.
The
Oh,
I
okay.
traveler
just
left them,
orbited out. No,
and
they
that
couldn't
brought
pull.
ruin to their
Well, they could have.
civilization.
They all could have
They've
died.
come all this
There's
way
no
Oh,
chasing what
man.
they
yeah,
lost,
yeah.
hoping to get
Right?
it back. Or
They
take it
didn't even
from
let me
us.
frickin' do the rally flag. That's how fast they wanted to just like hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And
Oh,
then
there was those types who
and
just want
then
to
it's
rush
like,
everything.
yeah, and then they just were like, well, what's I don't know. It's the LFG people.
Yeah.
Like my old because I left my old clan
Mhm.
situations.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And hopefully, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
I know
You
you're
do.
talking about.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, and
Yeah.
yeah, right, right. And and so we don't even have to speak. We all know who's thinking, whatever. We do it, we get it done. One
Mhm.
time run, we're done. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, it was like LFGs. I mean, it's like over and over and over again. And I mean, it's just like, why does this have to be so complicated?
Yeah.
But I mean, it is just because everybody thinks differently and
Yeah.
everybody thinks, different ways.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, sometimes you have a clan, and my new clan is a good clan, but everybody still thinks differently. No one's on the same mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like when you have a good clan, you have a freaking good clan, and I had a really good clan.
Yeah.
And I still game with them every once in a while, but it's still kind of odd a little bit, but
Yeah.
and so it's just kind of it's weird. But I mean, I had a really good clan and I like that the whole thing. But yeah.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean,
So
it's like
we were able to yeah.
it's the same as like talking about whenever like you like in a group setting and like you're doing like work or whatever. like that team
Yeah.
cohesion, or like it's the same issue that basketball players or basketball teams run into.
Yeah.
You know, like you find some people that you really sync with, and
Yes.
it's it's hard to resync because some people don't have the patience to resync. They don't have the patience to
This is locked
try
down.
anything
Adaptive
new. They don't have the patience to
We'll need
walk
access
somebody
to
that
his
don't
device.
know through it. You know, it's just, and then all these human qualities get into it, and then people get pissed off, and then people become impatient, and they get disrespectful, and then it just deteriorates from there.
Yeah, yeah, and then so it was just kind of like these people just kind of I mean, it was my party because I needed to get what I needed to get, and then this LFG came in from Australia, and he just decided he was just gonna take over whatever he wanted to take over, and it's like, wait, hold on,
Yeah.
you know what are we doing? No, you know, it was my party, or you know, it was my thing. Well, I need to do it the way I need to do it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, but I didn't say anything really, but still it was just kind of like,
Yeah. I mean, you
the
shouldn't
heck?
have to say anything.
I know. And so then he's just like, oh, so basically we're just gonna do mayhem kind of a thing, so everybody kind of fend for whatever they're doing. Everybody's like, what are you talking about? People need to be put on roles. People aren't good at that.
Yeah.
You know, some people have done it many times, some people haven't done it many times.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So basically,
That's one key. We need 2 more.
so I just did what I did, and I was there to support whoever I needed to support, and so he was the one who basically was like, I was running for the stuff, and he just swiped it out of my hands, and he thought it was funny to just keep swiping it out of everybody's hands, like they just thought it was. And he even said that it was like always a big game with his clan to whoever could take it first or get it first, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay. And then when
This isn't your plan.
then when I know, and then when he couldn't get it, and I almost got it in time, and we failed it because I didn't get it at the last second because I expected him to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Then he
made
got
a
mad
big
at me.
deal about made a big deal about why you
Yes.
didn't get it. Yeah.
And so then of course I kind of lost it. Cinderella.
Oh, excuse me. Here's a piece of my mind.
Cinderella added a little poison to the party.
Wow.
And so all the men kind of just like got a little quiet.
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. Like you run into those guys who like they think like one thing I hate the most is when I'm like rapping to like a group with everyone else. Like I'm a very like alien person, and so it would like upset me if somebody's like, oh yeah, you know you're a guy, you know what I mean. You're like, no, I don't know what you mean. You know, and it's like just because you just come up into a group. And your typical masculinity, like masculinity has evolved over time. It's not all about who's the loudest and who's the dumbest no more, But
Yeah.
that's that part of masculinity is obviously still around. And then they just kind of like try to like take over like parties or whatever. You join a party and you try to be cordial. You try to do the whole basic thing that everyone's parents teaches them. Treat everybody with respect. And don't say anything disrespectful, whatever. Of course, you start playing everything. Once you get to know somebody, you can play, you can talk about different things like that and stuff. But you know that person,
Oh,
they know you. But you don't know somebody, you can't just make it you can't force that person to be comfortable. And just start saying whatever that it's funny to you. Like, oh well, yeah, I'm sorry. Me. This is what I do in my clan. Like, okay, well, this isn't your plan. And not everybody here thinks like you just because it's a female in the party, or and she needs help doing something or whatever. I'm not gonna team up with you to gang up on her because you're being a douchebag, and you want to just attribute it to just her being a female. Like, oh, you know how females are. Like, no, I know how you are. You're a dick. How about you leave and we can just keep going on with the party.
Well, yeah, and that's basically kind of what I just kind of lost it. And so he basically changed his tune after I kind of lost it on him. And then the one guy who was really loud and boisterous, he he's like, "Look, lady, la la la." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Don't freaking
jeez.
call." And I said to him, "I'm like, don't freaking call me a lady
Darkness
because I'm
is
not a lady
suffocating my
because
light.
I can freaking hang with
I
men,
can't bring you
you
back
know."
if you die.
And I said, you know, and I was just like, I can take it as I can take shit and I can give as much shit as I can, but you know. And then he's like interrupting. He's like, you know, I'm in the frickin' army or I'm
Oh
in
no, you
whatever,
didn't.
whatever. Yeah, and he's like starts bringing up military shit, and he's like was this young. I don't know. He sounded really freaking young, but he was like talking about like he was talking about like I
Main
can
signal
be
is just
rude and
ahead.
crude, but come on, you're in an LFG party. Don't be freaking talking about shit
No.
like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Like,
it doesn't.
I mean, like you just said, you know the people. You talk about
There may
shit like
still
that
be
in that
Yeah.
party.
left in her ghost.
Don't talk about it in an
Shaw,
LFG party
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
or a party you
We were
just
too
joined
late.
and you don't know
I
the
was too
people.
Yeah.
Come on,
Cass.
you know.
I
There's
don't.
people's
couldn't get to it in
standards
time.
here. You don't
There
know
was a hive
this.
wizard,
Yeah.
a powerful
You know,
one.
that sort of stuff. But he was just
Tried.
had to bring
This
up
isn't
that
on you.
military stuff, and then he
You
would
did what
act
you
like
could.
he was such
We
hot
have the
shot,
remains of her
whatever.
ghost.
She
But still,
appreciate
if you're in
that.
the military,
should
you need
just-
to have some respect.
Just head to
Yeah.
camp before that
Yeah.
wizard.
Unfortunately,
I mean,
not
it was-
not across in the military, especially in the army.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of that. You have to like kind of treat them like
I
children.
think the word you're looking for is decorum.
Yeah. So it's. I hate when people try to play that card. Oh, I'm in the middle. Like what does the military have to do with this game? Like, unless I mean, like I know one time I kind of got carried away, and I don't think I really got carried away because it was something that was like personal to me. But I was playing Rainbow Six, and one thing that like Rainbow Six is my favorite game. I love Rainbow Six more than any game. Like I get to strategize, you know. I get to like it's like real life training. Like the training that I do in the military today, I get to do that in a game, and it's safe because you know in real life, you know we have people like I've had friends that die during training because we practice with live rounds, and
Yeah.
the thing that really got to me, and the reason why I kind of like it got under my skin, I ultimately just had to stop playing the game because people being toxic and thinking it's funny, but they're team killing like on purpose. Like they're just
yeah.
killing their teammates, and it's like, and then some guy said something, and he was like, ha ha ha, and he was like laughing about it, and you know, like, oh, you know, what are these like? He made some kind of connection to like real people, and then I was like, I need to leave this party because otherwise I'm gonna get real upset.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, you have people that you know in real life where like you train, like, and it's such a crappy feeling because you're just training.
Yeah.
And you shoot your own teammate, and then you got to go back and tell that person's wife or kids or whatever. Yeah, you know that last cookout I was over here. You know, you guys cooked and everything, and you play with my kids, and you know everybody's wives get together and stuff, and they, you know, it's like a one big family. And you got to go tell them, yeah, I shot your dad, or you know that person shot your dad, and whatever this and that. Like it's just such a.
That hive you saw was a powerful.
And it was like on top of that, like you know, it's an accident because if you don't hold your wall or you don't, you know, practice it right, you know, it's all really fast paced. So like you know, accidents happen, but it's a real thing. But I didn't expect them to understand, you know, that because they're just people playing a video game, and I can't take that and be like, hey, you know, it's real people in real life. You shouldn't team kill. Because then at that point, I'm just sitting there arguing with 10-year-olds, like. It doesn't even make sense anymore. Like it's lost all of its validity at that point. It's just like at that point I'm just a grown man arguing with kids that don't even care. Like they're trying to get the next skin with their little army person to make them look better so they can go troll somebody else. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
One of the worst things in the world is trying to get somebody to understand how critical friendly fire can be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that I really don't like about. I'm glad they didn't program friendly fire into these games.
Yeah.
That would make it so much more difficult.
Yeah. You can just imagine how hard it is for raids in the first place. And oh god, and you like how much you gotta cooperate just being a basic human being, just being a basic conversational human being. Incorporate the ability that I have the power to now shoot one of you while we're trying to communicate, and that's not even going right. Like, you know, Jesus Christ. This
well,
game.
like Halo. Yeah, like Halo is all like hip fire, and I went to go play Halo with my friend like last weekend, and of course the aim button is the grenade button, and I kept killing him, and I was like, oh my gosh, I killed you, and he's like, no, it's okay. I'm like, no, seriously, I didn't mean to blow you up.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, just remember it's hip fire. I'm like, oh my gosh, but I felt so bad every time I kept throwing grenades and like killing him.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Because I'm like freaking killing you, and I hated that. It
Yeah.
made me so mad that they didn't have the aim, or they didn't have, you know, like why are you playing with one with just your right hand?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Like, I don't. Yeah. I don't know. Why? Like, can you aim this gun? Why?
You're like, oh, you thought you gonna come into this game aiming? No, ma'am. It's all about the hips around here.
It's like, I mean, you just freaking hip fire the whole freaking way. I don't know. Yeah, so I was just like, yeah. Don't worry
It's
about it.
not about action in this game. It's about the motion of the hips in this game. It's about...
I guess. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. My innocent ears can't handle it.
Wow.
Weird.
Hey, when you get 65, everything you get. Gotta watch out for everything. Oh, by the way, February 7th was my birthday.
Oh.
65.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Did you get a birthday cake or anything?
Oh, darn, I should have done that.
Yeah.
No birthday cake?
No, I was recovering
No
from surgery.
cupcake?
Oh,
Did someone
I
call
know.
you?
I got some text messages from a couple folk in my family,
Oh, there
which
you
is
go.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't worry too much about birthdays. I've been around too long and missed too many of them, so I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So it ain't nothing but another day, really. Well, no, it's more than another day. But I deal with it like it's another day.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to be,
Living it up, partying like there's no tomorrow.
What does that mean? Party.
That's-
What's a party?
Wow. Yeah, like
So you
no.
didn't get drunk off your ass or anything. That's good to know.
I don't drink.
Well, you know what I mean, partying.
I'm your typical nerd. Come on.
You're a nerd? What?
I'm a
You play
typical nerd.
Destiny? Oh my god. Destiny and you're not a nerd? I don't know. I guess there could be non-nerds that play Destiny. I don't
There
think
has
of
to
myself
be.
as a nerd.
No, there's
Shoot
plenty
it.
of people that, there's a lot of military groups that play these games. And you can tell when they come on, when you play against them. I
Yeah.
mean, they're like
Yeah.
precise.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no joke. I mean, they're like precise. They got everything timed out. Know who's talking to when. They know how to hand stuff off. It's like, okay, that's a military unit, and
Yeah.
they're damn good.
Yeah. Probably about a lot of them on deployment. On the base
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, I have
they just got off duty.
Yeah.
I have a friend that is in the military in Alaska.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Well, you guys haven't known me long enough, but I normally be moving around a lot and stuff, doing military stuff, and I'll be like in hotel rooms or different places, and how I take my Xbox with me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm at home right now. I'm such and such place or wherever. But you guys haven't known me long enough to experience stuff. Not at home, Jay. You've only experienced at home, Jay. Just got off work, Jay. But Jay, I decided to be that day. No, I'm just kidding. Split personality. I'm a different Jay today. I don't know who you're talking to.
So you're at home,
There's a-
Jay?
Yeah, man, I'm right
All right.
There's a accessory.
now. Yeah.
There's an accessory for the Xbox, and I had no idea what it was for. Now I understand. It's a carrying case for the Xbox.
Carrying case. Oh yeah.
A carrying case.
That's like
Just pack everything in it.
like next level
Right.
gamer. I just did mine in a
I know,
backpack.
right?
A Walmart sack. Nah, just kidding.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Like, hope nothing happened to it. Walmart sack.
A suitcase if you're in between your clothes.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
How you guys liking the return of the Cosmodrome? Or the lost secrets in the Cosmodrome? Something that they brought back that's like old too.
Oh, Destiny 1 Nightfall?
Yeah, I
I
like
like
it.
it.
They
I
turned
don't
it
like.
up.
Yeah, they did turn it up. That's what I was about to say. It's a lot harder.
Have you played Battleground yet?
Yeah, I'm
Battleground?
right on it right now.
Yeah,
Playing it right
Battleground. They are, like, I mean, surprisingly entertaining.
You what?
I'm trying to shoot these.
Oh.
I'm trying to shoot these guys off the scooters, and one got away. I got two. Oh wait, maybe I can get close. Come here, you. I'm trying to get him with a sniper rifle,
Oh, okay.
and he keeps going around corners. It's like, dude, hold still. Let me shoot you.
Yeah, I'm playing the Battleground right now. I'm at the Syrian Abyss one, the lost sector there. That is.
Let's see. Did you get your hammer yet?
Who, me?
On my Warlock,
On your warlock? Okay.
but I'm on my Hunter right now.
Oh, okay.
What hammer?
But there's a huge hammer that you have to do something to. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
once
think I stopped playing my Warlock too soon, but I just couldn't deal with that anymore. I had to go back on my Hunter. What the heck? My teammates died at the same time.
Oh, come on, Ron. Wow, that's 3 misses in a row. I call myself a sniper?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I just fell off the edge.
Okay. As a sniper rifle you get with this season, it's pretty solid.
Which one is it?
It's called... Loading. Far Future. It's pretty sick. Maybe because I have target adjuster on it. But I'm trying to get my catalyst for Izanagi.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just, blasting stuff, running around in the snow, just shooting stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually got the catalyst now. I'm just trying to fill it out, which is amazes me. I want to get. Have you used what is it? Oh, Skyburner's Oath yet?
Skyburner's? Nope.
Oh,
But I heard it's not OP now, but it's really good now.
I got
That's good.
they gave me the catalyst the first day that it came out, the new season came out.
where did you get it? What were you doing?
I don't know, it just
This
dropped from
existed.
me.
She
I
was
don't pay
breathing.
attention when stuff. Like
Yeah,
that bottom dollar hand cannon. someone's like, "Oh, you had to have gotten it playing Gambit." I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't playing Gambit." They're like, "No, you had to have gotten playing Gambit." I'm like, "I don't think I played Gambit yet." And they're like, "Yeah, you had to have." I'm like, "Are you sure?" And like, "Oh yeah, that's right, I was playing Gambit."
I think that's the only place it dropped.
Yeah, you're correct, but I didn't realize I was playing Gambit. Then I had to remember
Together,
who
Guardian.
I was with and if I did play Gambit. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I was playing Gambit. That's right." They convinced me to
Affirmative.
play Gambit.
Yeah. But that's
Affirmative.
that bottom dollar. Is that the one that has the best specs for a hand cannon?
Yeah,
got
supposedly.
it.
Oh, dude, I want that one so bad.
Yeah, but I didn't get good specs,
Oh.
supposedly.
Weapons grade energy spikes detected. Could be anything.
That's what
I
I
am
was
high
expecting her to say. Yeah, I got the guide roll.
Responder.
I don't want to be using because she has literally everything else, and she's like, you know, yeah, I got a Ferrari, but I'd like to drive my minivan. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's like the Destiny equivalent, like the cars like that she has. That everything is just like, yeah, I got that. It's like, okay. I was fully expecting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got that last year.
You mean that one gun that they made? You mean that one gun that they made only one of in the entire game that only one player in the whole entire Destiny community and the whole entire world only has? Yeah, I
One
got that.
person.
I got that. I just turned my
yeah.
Xbox on and I got it. I was like, oh, okay, well, Jesus Christ. She wouldn't have been able to make the Willy Wonka movie like magical in any way. She's like, oh look, I'm finding all these Willy Wonka tickets on the ground. There's just so many of them. I'm Wonka rich. Like, oh, okay. Well. Then one kid down the road who really wanted to go can't find one. Can't find that one. Walking on the same road. Walking on the same freaking road. And she's all like, man, who's dropping all of these? Like, the heck?
Oh yeah.
I swear. Some people got it like that, though, you know?
Oh, yeah, we know. We're with one of them right now. Freaking in the flesh, right here. Freaking Cinderella. If it's something that's hard to get, best believe this will be easy for her to get.
Jeez, Ron.
Man, I can really see this Titan class being really good. It has a lot of stuff within its like perks and kind of stuff that's like ad clearing, just really good. It syncs very well. I know like with the hunters, their abilities are very like you have to kind of like give up a whole entire like other framework of playing to switch to a different like subclass. When you put on like different exotic armor and stuff and everything, nothing really like kind of like some stuff I guess syncs on a massive level or on a grand scale, but not as well as like the Warlock and the Titan. The Warlock you can put on one exotic and you can still play the exact same way. It's just another thing added to your arsenal to kill a bunch of stuff. Versus the hunter, like I said, you know, you take off an exotic that does a specific thing, you have to forget about that whole entire playstyle and like kind of like shape all your gear and mods to favor whatever exotic you have on. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. What am I even doing? Oh. Little do we know, Cinderella's over there fuming. I'm talking crap about her. Hunter, you know, like holding her breath. She's all like. God, he's gonna get some void damage. There's some solar. I have no void weapons. It's I think I got it right here. That guillotine. They should make a I should make
There,
it
I got my hammer.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta find out what hammer y'all talking about. I'm left out.
Oh, you have to do the hammer forge thing. It's just in the beginning quest steps that you have to do.
Oh, okay. What was I about to say? Oh, that grenade goes straight. I thought it went sideways like the freaking what's it face. Why did I? Oh, I'm so dumb. I just not realizing that. Anyways, so what was I about to say? Dang it. Freaking lost my train of thought. Wow, I just died from flying too high in the air. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I know you guys are like, dang it. Anyways, they should make a like a zombie survival mode for Destiny where you can get in with some people and see how long you can go on survival mode. Like wave after wave after wave and just keep going type of deal, you know?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
You know, you get that idea. You got that idea from Call of Duty, right?
Yeah. I mean, kind of like somebody like Call of Duty, or yeah. Could you imagine a battle royale? This.
All right. Okay.
Back to the war table.
She sounds like she's doing her job.
War table.
No, it's kind of frustrating. You have to go back so many times.
It's like, why can't you just do like a short screen or something, like on the top of your screen, check in or something? Like you should be able to check in something instead of having to have to fly back in. You know what I mean?
To the
Outer
helm?
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you have to keep going to like the EXO, like our last Destiny release. You know, you have to keep going back to the EXO, back to the EXO. You know, for all the stasis crap. But if it was to be a game, it would just be things easy. Here we go. Is there someone behind me? But I have no idea who's in there. Now someone's whistling.
You keep walking by, someone's like.
I know.
You look around like, the heck?
Like,
like, how do they know I'm a girl?
I know, I spawned in and it says there's someone behind me, but then I looked and it says crows back there. And then I looked back there and it had some whistling, like some song whistle. It was weird. Okay. So basically, to get this hammer of proving upgraded, I need 14, and I did that nightfall, which gave me 16 yesterday on my warlock. But yeah. Good luck on that one.
Okay, so once you get your 14, right?
Yeah.
You have to you have to load the emblem into the hammer itself, right?
Correct. Yes.
Once it has it loaded, then you have to go out and do strikes, gambits, or whatever to earn enough gold to meet your 42. Once
But
you have
guess
your 40,
what?
what?
Oh,
Once you
so
have
I
your
guess
42, then you get to play the you get to play the next mode. I don't know. You get to go to battlegrounds under the not Iron Banner, but the strikes missions. They have a battlegrounds icon there. Once you start playing those, and you have your hammer loaded, you get to smash chests. And that's some pretty cool stuff comes in there. And that's as far as I've gotten so far.
So guess what? With all the crap I did with my warlock, it actually just gave me enough to be able to just load it, so I don't even have to go do that nightfall strike with my hunter. That's good, right?
Yeah.
And I still have like another 20 of left over.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So
I've
on
only
to
got.
the next step, number 8 of 12.
That's where I am, number 8 of 12.
Oh, well look at that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I'm over here in the freaking stages, the infancy stages of this doggone Titan. I could be over there with my warlock being a god tier player right now, but no.
But you're working on stasis. Why are you working on stasis?
Because I need stasis.
But that's not even in this season.
It is if you want to play it.
But
Scope was
I want to be able to have that
Yeah.
option.
according to that schematic
You know what I
you
mean?
found. The power grid here is linked to
Yeah,
a dormant
no, I
comms
get
array.
it. Because I
That
still
array
need
should
to
be pulling
finish
plenty
it.
of juice from the grid.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
will.
offline.
You don't have stasis for your
If you
warlock?
spin it up, it might stop the overload. and
Not
get us
all the
to
way.
the
Remember, I
superconductor.
was telling you I haven't
Trick
finished
is,
it.
Oh.
I'm
you need to be
almost
at two
done.
places at once to reboot.
Oh,
I have
wait,
to
so
I have
and
to
the power
log
station.
into her to go
To
back
top it off,
because I
Navota
did
is
something. I can't remember.
do you still have access to the to the raids and everything, and to the lost sectors and stuff, the legendary
Did you
lost
have a
sectors
report
and all
for
that stuff, even
Oh,
though
yeah.
you don't have it with your warlock.
Oh yeah, because I did the storyline
What storyline?
of I did everything on my hunter,
Uh-huh.
so I just kind of like weaseled my warlock in.
hard to
Oh,
see
so
how
like
I
since you already did it on your hunter, your warlock's already unlocked for your warlock.
Yeah.
Well, I've done it with my with my warlock, but my Titan and my hunter, it doesn't show the legendary lost sectors and stuff for them. Or maybe I'm not looking in the right spots. Or something.
I don't know. I haven't even done Shadow Keep for my warlock, and I still can access
Jesus.
Tangled Shore and Dreaming City.
Didn't they expand the legendary lost sectors, that kind of stuff, to new spots? Like they're at new spots and stuff now. Like they can be found in different planets, I think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I just want some cool freaking Titan armor. Titan's got the best looking armor.
Yeah, the warlock looks pretty bad.
Yeah, well, like complete trash.
Yeah,
And they
so I
should get
haven't.
the deep stone crit armor.
Guard missions I need to do. Vanguard missions, evidently, need to do. Battleground. Okay, this is the same step I am with actually with my warlock, so I guess I'm not that behind. That's good. I was able to skip everything. See? That's the thing. So you are able to skip. You are able to skip once you're up. Oh,
Hey, let's skip what?
some of the storyline, because if you do, I mean, as far as I can tell, because I did a whole bunch of the storyline with my warlock, and I was just able to skip a huge part of the storyline with my hunter
Oh,
up to a certain
Oh.
like. You know what I mean? Like,
You loaded in. Did you see that big arrow that's pointing up next to the guys you had used before?
no, that's not what. No, no. I've used.
That just.
I used. No,
Okay.
no. I've used all my characters. I'm just waiting for
Oh.
the next season. This season that just started less than a week ago. No,
Right.
what happened was I started this season with my warlock, and I've done whatever with my warlock.
Right.
But I like my hunter better. So I just started my hunter this morning or this afternoon when I woke up at noon. And so basically, um, I wasn't sure if I had to do every single freaking thing on my hunter again. You know, that sort of whole thing again. So thank goodness I didn't. I just had to do the beginning parts of the storyline in order to catch whatever. So then now I was able to skip to where my warlock is now.
Okay.
So I had to just work up to all the way to the hammer, or at least get something to be able to register the hammer, and then I didn't have to do all the other stuff around it. So now I'm where my warlock is.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I didn't do very much. I'm not sure. Because I'm still frustrated. That's why I played Minecraft for 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, I even started playing Minecraft for a little bit, and I hate Minecraft. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, I discovered just
Excuse
use
me,
your
folks.
imagination.
You say
Imagination.
This is a golden age. Lost
break out in
to
song.
Yeah.
hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's amazing how it's functional.
I had a friend that took me, and I was able to open a whole new world by myself.
Hey, have you ever played 7 Days to Die?
No.
Do you like survival zombie games?
If Shaw's right,
If you like-
I haven't
do-
really
should
played
stop
them.
this arc energy
Okay,
from
well,
overloading.
if you like survival games where it's just like Minecraft where you build, you can go down into the earth and stuff, you can build whatever else. But if you play it with other people, like like your friends and everything, it is a very fun game. Because you survive against zombies, and every 7 days, like every 7 days in the game, like game days, a horde of zombies come to you. And at nighttime, you can have it set to where like you play like nightmare mode where they always run even during the day and stuff. But you can have it to where like traditional zombies or whatever. Like you can set it up how you want. I normally do traditional zombies where at night they only run, but during the day they walk. So like like you start getting chased by something, and they're not like just devouring your soul and maybe get a whiff of you. But it's like a zombie survival game. Where you can build on the ground and you can build all this stuff, and you gotta assemble a gun and kind of stuff, find like different pieces of a gun, and every 7 days, whatever you build up, like there's like an actual incentive. Like I hate DayZ because DayZ like there's no incentive to want to go do anything, because if you just stay inside, you win, like you'll survive. But in this game, if you stay inside, they will come like a horde of zombies, and each horde will get stronger and stronger each night. So like it's just however many 7 days, however many weeks you can survive essentially. Every 7 days, the horde will get stronger, and they will come and they'll come and they'll come and they get stronger and stronger and stronger. So
Wow. Yeah, I would be freaking out probably, because I freak out when I see something coming at me in Minecraft. It's like, oh my god! And I run into the house.
yeah, I mean like you could do that though. Like you could cause some people go out and gather materials and kind of stuff. Some people stay in the house and build stuff. Or keep lookout. It's just a really kind of like fun game. Like it's an open world game, so you just in there, just surviving.
Yeah. Well, I like the whatever mode that they. Well, I was just building the stuff that you don't have to like make materials and stuff.
You just have the structures already.
Yeah, you have. Well, no, you build the structures, but you don't have to make the materials and all that. And so that was fun, just to like be creative and stuff. And then like to see my friends like come up with all this stuff. I'm like, how do you know that? Oh, well, we see other people make them. I'm like, well then, okay, that's not being creative too much. But okay, so then I'm just like kind of being the basic, starting with a square bottom.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? That looks way too big. I'm like, yeah, but if you start with a square bottom, you can just change things because then you just make it into different areas. And stuff. And they're like, okay. I don't know that.
Do you need backup?
I don't know. I just kind of like start out with the base. You just start out with the base. I mean, if you start with a small square, where's your picture? Where's your imagination, right? You have to start with the large base.
What kind of
That's just me.
How about the loud kind?
I play a lot of open world,
that ritual?
like build base like type games and stuff and everything. I play this game called Ark Survival Evolved. It's the same concept as DayZ, except for not DayZ, but it's 7 Days to Die, but it's not. There's no zombies in it, and it's essentially you have these dinosaurs. Like you're thrown back into the dinosaur age, and you have to survive amongst these dinosaurs. But you can tame the dinosaurs, and have them serve you like stuff. And you can tame them either. You can ride T-Rexes, or you can ride pretty much anything that you tame. So, and then it's all tribal based. So you team up with people, and then you join, you make a tribe, and then there's like 70 or 100 people in the server. So 6 people can be in the tribe, or you can have 13 people in the tribe. It just depends. But essentially, the name of the game is to become alpha, become like the alpha tribe. Because you're not going against the dinosaurs. I mean, the dinosaurs is a problem, but once you learn how to tame them, and you tame this in a T-Rex or something, you can kill the other dinosaurs if they try to kill you or whatever. But essentially, the game, you have to survive against other tribes because they'll try to come destroy your base and take what you have. And some dinosaurs are really valuable, and it's hard to get. And you got to like you can breed dinosaurs. Get different colorways. Like you have one dinosaur that's like a level 150 max level, and then you find another dinosaur that's the same breed as that dinosaur but it's a female, and it's like I don't know, maybe like 160 or something like that, or whatever. You can breed them, make a stronger dinosaur. And you have to raise the dinosaurs. They're like little babies walking around.
Yeah.
So you have to raise them. And it's like a whole culture, honestly.
Yeah.
But the worst thing about it is that you have to have patience, because if you don't, it's one of those games where you have to constantly get back on it every day to make sure that the base that you built isn't wiped. Like, because people are foundation wiped, like your whole entire base, like down to the foundation. That's why they call it a foundation wipe. It's just like whatever you put like 2 or 3 hours into building this whole massive empire with all your precious little baby dinosaurs, and you just took a break to go get something to eat, you come back on that next 15 minutes and they've raided your base and there's nothing there. All your dinosaurs are dead. All your hard work is gone.
Did you mention about the part where somebody that bring into your tribe could also stab you in the back?
Oh yeah, they'll inside you. So that's another thing. So if you already have trust issues in real life, you don't want to play this game because it'll only exacerbate the trust issues that you already have. So yeah, people look like, hey, people that's already in the world, like are already in a part of a tribe and everything, and they're well vetted. They'll play dumb, but like actually, you know what? You would be a very good person to play Ark, because I could send you out to infiltrate other people's freaking things, tribes, and they would never know. Like, you give off a really good impression that you're just innocent little old you. You don't know. You just trying to check out the game. That's pretty much how they approach you. Like, hey, can I join your tribe? I don't really know how to play the game. I just started playing yesterday, but they're lying. They've been playing it for years, and so they'll do that, and then you let them in, whatever, and you get off the game, like I said, to do something perfectly reasonable, like feed your actual body, not just feeding your game body, but feeding your actual body. You forget to do that because you spend so much time in the game, trying to freaking survive. freaking maniacal people, and then you know that person shuts down all your defenses because you can set up like self defenses on your base, and your base will defend itself. You just have like turrets and stuff, and like you can make like it's like different stages of a base. You can have it made out of thatch, which is the weakest thing. It's anybody can just like go over and just knock it down with a stone axe or whatever. Then you have wood, which is they can still hatchet it down, but it's not it's a little more challenging than thatch. And then you have stone. Stone can't be hatchet. You got to use metal tools, and all this stuff you have to forge for. You have to it's hard work. So it really gets under your skin when somebody just comes and just takes it, or if they freaking inside you. Then you have after metal you have tech, and tech is like the grand poobah, like alien technology or whatever. And so you use that, and that's a really hard structure. Nothing can break tech unless you have tech itself. That's like the hard thing to get. That's like in-game stuff. But you do all that, and you set up your defenses, and you make a very well-oiled machine base. Like no one's getting in, no one's getting out. You're protected. You get off the game and you invite this freaking person who's playing dumb, and they're all like, oh, I don't know, I'm just trying to join. These guys picking on me, and I can't build up because they keep, every time I build up something, they come and wipe my base and take my things. And so you feel bad for the person. I've heard every story there is to be heard. I trust no one.
You're doing is working.
And they say all that crap, and you get off the game, like I said, to do something perfectly reasonable. Feed yourself. You come back, and they turned off all your defenses and let their actual tribe that they're a part of come and take everything and destroy everything. And you're sitting here scratching your head like, how did they get past my turrets? How did they do this? How did they do that? And you go back and look in the tribe log. Oh, such and such, Miss, or not Miss, but Mr. Or whatever they are, whether it's a girl or a boy, whoever they are, pity party person, freaking shut down all your defenses. And you start seeing a long list of all your dinosaurs, and you start growing a attachment to the dinosaur that you have because they live for so long. You travel all around the world gathering materials and doing stuff with these dinosaurs. You've named the dinosaur. You've had the dinosaurs that had kids and had babies, and you've raised them. And you've had this dinosaur for a long time, and that's like one of the worst things to do in Ark, is like name your dinosaur and have a close connection to it, because if someone kills it. Oh yeah, it's on and popping then.
Well, I have a story for you then.
You said what?
I have a story for you then.
What's that?
Well, when we were on Minecraft, when Revive and Turfy were the original first Minecraft, it was the survival one.
Mm-hmm.
They were just built up like that absolutely amazing world and stuff, and they spent like 5 days on it before I even joined them, because I was like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, you just need to download Minecraft. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I went and visited their world, and then they made me a spot in their house, and then I got my own cat, and I got my own my own stuff, and it was really cool. Taught me how to I don't know, I rode a horse around, this and that, and I went down in the mine, and I don't know, whatever. And so then some friends of Revive came along or something, and they were acting innocent. Oh, show me around. And yeah, so basically, long story short, Revive and I went to a mine way out somewhere, and I got lost, and Revive went to go rescue me, because I wasn't given permission to teleport back. Turfy didn't give me permission to teleport back, so I don't know, whatever happened. So Revive just went to go rescue me because he wanted to show me how to get back and stuff. So they spawned some witches or something on top of Turfy, and Turfy all of a sudden freaked out.
Yeah.
Like, what? And then one of the guys was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get going now. And we're like, server, and
What?
Turfy's like, oh my gosh, everything's gone, and we're like, what? What do you mean? And he's like, just join back.
Do you read?
And we
Still
showed
with me?
up, and
We're
there was
alive.
nothing
I-
anywhere
I shouldn't have
but
put you in that position.
Turfy's roof
When you dropped off comms, I thought.
and his up
You're
half
all right,
of like
Cheryl.
a quarter of his
Hive are
upstairs
retreating.
with his
Did
bed,
it work?
and that was
Checking.
it. And like the
Jesus.
ground
Looks like
with
it.
holes all
Levels
in
are
it,
dropping
and
across the
everything
Animals.
was
Just need to
absolutely
unlock the chamber
destroyed.
now and we can finish this.
They
Wow.
just
Get back
put
to camp before
like
Devoto makes
they
another
just
appearance.
did a number on the whole entire world, and Revive was so depressed and upset. He was pissed, and I'm like, the next thing that came out of my head was, or my mouth was, where are my cats? And they're like, Cinderella, that's the least of our worries. I'm like, okay. I just shut my mouth.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
was like, you should have heard Revive's, like, in his English accent, his British accent, you know? If you can remember what his voice sounds like, but it was just like, he's like, I am so upset, or whatever. You know? He was so upset. He was so, oh my gosh. I have never heard him this depressed. They were putting so much into this, and
How do you
those
manage
people
that?
just destroyed it within a half hour.
We have to play. I gotta get you guys to play art. If we formed a tribe, it'd be something I guarantee you. Hawk, Jesus Christ, how meticulous and how like he tries like to build stuff and how to make stuff and outsmart things and stuff like that. He had a field day with base building. And then with you probably just be going out taming crap that we don't have room to freaking.
I know.
She be that person that's going out freaking adopting every dog or every animal that she sees, and we don't have the room to freaking storage these doggone animals.
You know,
We can get 'em
what she
anyway.
would have?
Well,
She'd have
you
a
know
house
what?
full of saber tooth.
Yeah.
She would have.
No, but I have these two cats, and I told Revive, because Revive and I always like shared a house. It's just kind of funny, we were just always joking around about we're like game husband and wife all the time. And so it was like we share this house and all this stuff, and he's like,
Got all these
you only can have
cats.
2 cats. Only
Yeah.
2 cats. I'm like, fine, I'll only 2 cats.
The
He
heck.
goes, no, just kidding. You can have as much as you want. I'm like, no, I'll just stick with 2 cats. I'm good.
Yeah.
And then Turpy's like, wait, there's this black cat that has white boots. And freaking Revive's like, I don't want a cat with white boots.
Yeah.
And he like totally didn't understand like white teeth.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm like, I want a black cat. And so I went to go find it. And then I tamed it, and then Turpy freaking kills it with the sword.
Wow.
I was like, why did you do that? And he just laughed and laughed at me. But
That's freaking.
we're such, I mean, we were just like,
Yeah, it's a joke and all.
whatever.
But if he had something, I would have destroyed it. It'd have been
No, I've
erased
done
from
some mean
existence.
things. I know, I've done some mean things. It's just funny. It's funny to screw with them.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I was an admin for a ARC server, and when you're an admin, you're basically like God for the server. Like you can just spawn in, like you can make yourself invulnerable. You can make yourself, you're basically God. And so, but the point of being an admin is so that you can, because they have to, because the dinosaurs spawn into the world randomly. Like they just spawn all around the world. And these are huge maps. Like take you about maybe like 30 minutes to get across a map. And they're so like intricate, like there's so many levels to the map. It's not just a flat surface with a bunch of trees and islands. Like you gotta see, like go on YouTube and watch some ARC videos, and you'll see like how big people bases get. And it's retarded. But and so this one admin, he had this one rule. Because like some servers have rules, like the people that host the server and that pay for the server, they don't want you to do certain things. Like like, oh, raid days on Friday, so no one raid anybody. Just kind of like stave off the people who's like raid happy. Because some people just join the server, make a small itty bitty little box base, and just have nothing but like grenades and explosive stuff to like raid people. and just go out and just start raiding, just wreaking havoc across the freaking server. And people was typing in the world chat like, "Who is this? And you find this?" They'll put out bounties on you and all types of stuff. And so this one admin, the admin basically, the point of the admin, they're supposed to like keep the peace and keep the balance. And since the dinosaurs spawn randomly, too many are spawned, and it'd be too much data in the server, and so they have to wipe, like do like a dino wipe. Dino wiping just means that they wipe every wild dinosaur that's just randomly spawning everywhere, just to refresh the server. And these is like such like, it's a purely building server. Like it's a purely community server. So like, or community game. It's all community based. Like you join a server, you got to get to know who the alphas are, who's the lower level people, where you stand in the food chain, you know, whose turf not to go on. You know, you got to learn all these like societal things about the game, essentially. And the admin's job is just to keep the peace and to keep it balanced and make sure no one's abusing whatever, you know. And so this admin had one rule. I was an admin and some other people were admin, but I didn't really like, you know, police people. I was just like, you know, if you do some heinous stuff, then I'll go and wipe the whole entire base. You know, like, okay, well, or I'll kick you from the server or whatever, or I'll ban you from the server if you break, you know, like cardinal rules or whatever. But this admin, he was pretty cool. He was pretty chill. He would mingle and interact with the other players and stuff. You know, he'll build a base and everything and let them attack him like that and stuff. And you know, like he won't get all butthurt like, oh, you destroyed my favorite T-Rex or Spinosaurus or whatever. And you know, now I'm about to go abuse my admin powers. You know, and just foundation wipe everything that you have. And he was pretty cool. He had one rule. One. Do not mess with his monkey. He had a pet monkey.
Oh gosh.
He had a pet monkey. And
now you know everybody and his brother's gonna go after that monkey.
No, they respected it. They respected it. But one day he got on. And he could get on and his whole entire base would be like destroyed. All his goods and everything. You can kill all his dinosaurs. You can do whatever you want. You can say F you, F your mom. I hope your whole family dies. He wouldn't care. Because you can leave a box with some paper in it, and you can write on the paper and leave notes for people or whatever. Or you can sit down with a little stick in the ground with a sign on it saying like, you know, F you or something like that or whatever. You can do all of that. But if his monkey is dead, he's gonna go crazy. So he came back. And they didn't wipe his base. They didn't destroy anything. They just killed his monkey.
Oh my!
And he was like, "Where's my monkey? Where's my monkey?" He kept asking about, you know, "Where's my monkey? Where's my monkey?" And he's like, "I don't know." He checked the tribe log, and he seen who killed his monkey, like the tribe's name and the members and stuff. And so what he did, he went in Ark. There's like 3 main bosses, depending on what server you're playing. But the traditional bosses is this gigantic brood mother spider that spawns other gigantic spiders and has like a crap ton of health. Like you need like max level T-Rexes and top tier dinosaurs to kill this thing. You know, like, and that's something that you and your tribe have to work towards, like in-game material. And then you have the ape, the great ape. It's like a gigantic like snow ape that spawns other apes. And then you have the dragon, which is like the ultimate boss. It's a freaking dragon. Like you can't get dragons in no other place in the game.
Check your weapons.
And so what he does, he goes and he teleports over to their base, right above their base, and spawns all like a crap, not just one of each boss. So I mean like 10s to 20s to 30s to 40s and 50s of each boss on top of their base, and just keep spawning bosses on top of their base, and the bosses just going ham, just destroying, just like mayhem, just destroying everything. And they're like, "Why'd you do that?" They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell, you know, this admin abuse." It's like, "No, you killed my monkey. That was the one rule I had. You broke the rule. You killed my monkey. I've had that monkey for so long." He's like, it's like such a petty thing, but he did it. And Yeah, it wasn't nothing that you. It's not something that you wanna mess with, but boy, that game.
I could
Wow.
fake the authorization and act as a key myself. There's still
It's like
one
when
I
you
would
join
love
a
to see those people's faces in real life.
when you join a server, it's like moving into a neighborhood with other houses and stuff. It's literally like no joke. It's literally like that. Like everybody, not everybody knows everybody, but if you're somebody to know, then people are gonna know who you are. Especially if you go around causing trouble, you can make you can create alliances with other bases. So you can't just go out and attack anybody. Then like, oh, I got friends, and then they're friends with a bigger tribe, and they you got problems with not just them, but them and freaking 4 other people. So
Yeah, I'll be right back.
okay, like a whole political thing to that
High
game.
density of fallen weapon signatures nearby.
It sounds like it. Not just political, but what do you want to call it? So tribal.
Yeah,
Tribal aspect.
yeah, and that's how the game developers designed it. They wanted it to have that tribal aspect, like it's like tribes fighting amongst each other, like that's how it's supposed to be, and that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, but why would they create the admin position with so much ability?
Well, the admin
Each
position.
person has their own admin.
Got it.
Well, no, each server, because like you can buy a server, so like you can either play official or you can just join a game where the actual game people that made the ARC game, they're the admins. But you can buy a server and you can run your own server how you want it. Like you have the rules to where when you pick up one blade of grass, that blade of grass will count as like 50 blades of grass. It's like 50 times. So that way it doesn't take you all day to gather stuff. It's a little more feasible for people who don't just sit there and play hardcore. And they can appoint people to be admins over their server to basically run the server or to do maintenance on the server and stuff, so that if they're working or whatever and they're not able to get on and the server is lagging super bad because of all the dinosaurs that spawning, then they can go in there and like kind of clean it up for you or whatever. So that's why they create those positions. It's totally up to the person who bought the server. So like people buy the server and then they maintain the server. So like a lot of times people you used to have two Xboxes. You'll have one Xbox and that Xbox would be the server, and it would always have to be running. So if the Xbox ever got turned off, then everybody that's currently in the server would be kicked from the server.
Right.
So it's like one of those things. It's just like a whole like governing of a.
That's not a bad
of a
idea
world.
for old Xbox though. Turned into a server.
Yeah, but now they have like NaturalTV servers or whatever. Like you can just buy it, like, and you can run the server, and the server just always be up. But you'll still have like you can still set the rules and everything in the server. So
Are those cloud-based servers?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Yeah, that would be. That'd make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, I'm back.
So
Oh no!
it's a whole thing, Bob. It's I've been wanting to get back on there and play it for a while, but it was like
ARC, right?
Yeah, ARC
Is it
Survival.
ARQ?
No, ARK. ARC Survival Evolved.
Oh.
But they're about to come out with an ARC
That's
2,
just-
I think.
'Cause I thought I saw this one that was called ARC, but I don't think it's that one.
Oh,
That's why I asked.
yeah, it's ARC Survival Evolved, and it's a whole thing.
I've seen that, but I didn't know about it.
Yeah, it's a
I just kind of stuck with Destiny. Unless someone shows something in front of me, I don't pay attention. You know,
Thank you.
the game.
You can hear like a fart.
Huh?
It's not like a fart in here.
Cold.
Really? You've been farting?
Cold here in Nevada.
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 You know it's snowing. It's snowing up here in Denver.
Colorado. Colorado.
Colorado.
You live in Colorado? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I thought you did.
Colorado's the freaking the bomb.
You're kind of in between us, somewhat. Right?
I was in Texas.
I know. So you kind of go Texas and do a curvy, loopy up
Curvy
to
loopy.
Nevada.
Curvy loopy.
Kirby Loopy.
Curve up. Wait a minute. Go north. Go west. Go north. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about to go and do some. Let's see. I can't even do the Beyond Light yet.
Oh my,
having a-
you are
yeah.
way.
Do I just have to go
That's
to the
just
planet or something?
I don't even know what this. Oh. The heck? You have to
Heading over
do this
to
thing
Europa.
over and over again?
Yeah. Not enough
People of
punch.
the last city. Humanity has endured a devastating blow.
Battleground over and over and
Vanguard
over
scouts
again.
have confirmed that Io, Mars,
Huh.
Titan, and Mercury have
They mix
disappeared.
them up pretty good though.
We
If
don't
you haven't
know
been there
why.
before, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
We've
this
lost
is the one I've
contact
done
with
before.
Deputy Commander Sloan and Jensen Scribe Ashamir.
But
We are deploying guardians
jumping
to all
like I'm on
corners
my
of the system
warlock.
to find answers. And with those
Ow.
answers, we will form a plan. In the meantime,
did you say how
we
or
ask
ow?
that all lightless civilians remain within
I
the
made
safety
a
of the city walls,
Titan jump and I didn't
under the
Oh.
protection of the trap.
monitor it. And yeah, he
Do
landed
not
really
lose
hard.
hope. Humanity has
Black
survived
out.
many horrors. We have done so through the strength of our community, through steadfast commitment to one another.
That's enough right
Stay strong.
Huh?
Be brave. The traveler protects us, and we will protect you. The guardians will come through. They
There's a
always
chest.
do.
I'm trying to debate on whether or not I'm if I do go back to start playing, like I'm gonna stream it or not. But if I did that, I'd be shooting myself in the foot because then everybody would know where my base is, and I would just be setting myself up.
Sure.
I'd just be setting myself
Yeah.
up to get pissed off.
No, Mercy. Leave his food alone. You got your own food over
You
there.
can make a closed world where it's just,
Eat your food, Mercy.
you know, it's just you and your friends or whoever you invite to the world. That way it's just y'all.
But you'd have to own that server, right?
No, you won't have to own it. You can just Just
to get
create
it
it.
that way.
Yeah, you can just create it.
Did you eat Pharaoh?
I've seen terrible things.
I don't want to do that though
from
because
darkness.
I'm a kind of person like if I'm presented God-like power to just do whatever I want, I'm not gonna do it the hard way. I'm gonna do it the easy way and just spawn everything. I'm like why? Like why do it work?
That's another one. They all scan
So-
the same. Empty.
And if I made my own world, then I could just give myself the ability to just do whatever, and it wouldn't be fun then.
You're quiet today.
Yeah. It's just we keep coming face to face with
Makes
darkness.
sense to me.
And every time we fail to stop it, we're just so powerless.
Talk about overkill.
I'm picking up a distress signal. Someone's in trouble. It's Varix. He has a lot to answer for. I'll send a message to let Zavala know.
No, wait. Where is the signal coming from?
Here, Europa. I've tracked Varix's distress signal beyond the ridge. We'd better hurry. So Varix traded the prison of elders for this? I guess if I played a part in the murder of Kane 6, I'd hide on a desolate moon myself. close to the origin point of Varrix's distress signal. Those fallen patrols are right where we're going. The campsite. They must be after Varrix too. Let's hurry. These fallen had an unfamiliar house symbol. Who are we dealing with?
Someone's been staying here. There's traces of darkness energy. It's Braytech, from Eventide, Clovis Bray's Golden Age colony here on Europa.
Whoever was here was using it to track Varrix too. They must have intercepted the distress signal before we did. Okay, I've got the signal's true origin point now. It's not far. Let's hurry.
Bro, what the heck?
Did you die?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It'd be cool if they
Varrix must have really done it this time.
made like a
We don't
beast
get to get
mode or
close,
like a
someone
beast
else will.
super
If it's not
for
already
each
too
Titan,
late.
to where like you kind of like turn into some kind of like animal or something.
Wait. Darkness.
Like
It's close. I feel it, but
I don't know.
it's
Let's see.
different
Let's think.
somehow.
Like the warlocks turn into like a dragon or something,
Uh-huh.
and then the Titan turns into like a gorilla type of deal.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
like the hunters turn to like a giant eagle or a hawk or something, or maybe a snake or something that's like
No,
maneuverable.
make it a monkey. Cause they hop around all over the place.
You said what now?
Make it a monkey, cause they hop around all over the place.
But no, because the Titan would have to have the gorilla, like the ape, like the wrecking ape type of deal.
Oh. Okay.
Not only
Or
a traitor, but a thief.
I guess you could make him like a griffin or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have to be something like that, like highly maneuverable.
Search the buildings. Find it.
Wait! Aramis, old friend. These powers, they create chaos. They are changing you. This.
Cling to your machine god. With this power, we make our own fate. Always playing pretend. Living in the past. I should have seen it. Make an example of him.
Some good corn.
Barracks should be just up ahead. There. That's where Barracks' signal is coming from.
Help barracks. Yes.
Wait a second. I'm picking up more chatter on the Fallen's comms.
Have them surround the perimeter. The snake does not leave here alive.
Please, fire away from barracks.
It will be done, Aramiskel.
Savior.
On the end of this battleground, it's just getting stuck in that frickin' electric, whatever, water stuff.
Electric juice.
Ew.
Must hide.
Oh, man, I'm
Not so
freaking
fast.
tired as heck.
We heard your message. Darkness walks
Went to
among
sleep at
us.
8 this morning and
What
woke
do
up
you
at
mean?
noon. Not
There
exciting.
is no time. They are coming. Barracks.
You're a college
has
student? Because you sound like
No.
Once
No.
more, I will take shelter inside. Succeed.
I'm old.
Reveal more.
you don't sound
I'm not
old.
as old as you are. I'm old.
Yeah. Let's not get this twisted here. Let's not get this confused. I may be old, but I'm not legendary.
Yeah, I'm not legendary.
Ah.
I don't know.
He said, "Oh."
So it's like that.
Barracks
Hey, legendaries are good.
You said that, not me.
Then prove it. We expect
I've always told myself
come to barracks
whenever
and you will
I reach the age 30,
but know that
that age and
Reach
up.
the age of 30.
only just
Reach the age of 30.
Once I reach the
I
age,
know, right?
once I reach
You're
the
a
age,
young pup there.
when I reach the age of 30, I'm going to refer. Whenever somebody asks me what my age is, I'm going to refer to my age from 30 and up until the day I die as level whatever age I am.
Level 31?
Yeah, like if I'm level 30, then I'm level 30. If I'm level 31, level 31. Level 32. That way, you know, because it's like a
That will give it away still, though.
Well, no, it's because a lot of times people are either one, ashamed of their age, two, it's a negative connotation like, oh, you're old, so you know, therefore, like, you're obsolete. But when you put level in front of it, like when you see somebody that's like a high light level, you don't think negatively about it. You don't think, oh, this is an old person that put a lot of time into the game and they just a freaking washout. No, you think, wow, this guy's freaking God-tier. That's what you think. You think they're like higher level. They're on a different being.
A new kell of
level. You know what I'm saying?
Unifier of the houses.
Is that what's called a brain hack?
That's right.
Powered
by I know.
I keep dying and this guy keeps reviving me.
So whenever I'm around young people, they're all like, oh yeah, I'm 19. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm level 31.
I'm sorry, you can't help yourself.
Yeah.
I wish I was a level under 30.
Why? You wouldn't have all the good gear then. Right now I'm a low level, but it's all right. I'm getting there.
Oh, Eventide Ruins. Jeez.
Not again, Hawk. Not Eventide Ruins.
Hey, I'm sitting here doing all these patrols. It's like, why aren't they counting? If you read the instructions, it says Eventide Ruins.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh, I need to eat something. I'm hungry.
I just ate some
oh, you're just gonna rub it in my face, right? Okay.
I just ate some tuna helper.
Oh gosh, really?
You said what? Made by my lovely wife. I don't know why. Every time she cooks food and brings it to me and I eat it in here, it tastes like exponentially good. The only thing I could really say that I would want more is if some way I could like eat it without using my hands. I can just keep playing the game and somehow eat it at the same time.
You are so weird.
No, actually, I like tuna helper so much more than like hamburger helper.
Yeah. Tuna helper
is so good.
Good old corn. See that later.
But stasis corrupted her. With it, she
I don't like Eventide Ruins, but I do like it. You know why I don't like it?
Who was Zero Steel Crow? Zero Steel Crow just invited me to something.
Oh.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Are they on your game?
Let me see. Let me check it out. Check my roster.
Not the fake steel, but the real steel.
Zero Steel Bow, Zero Steel. No. Hawk is on. I wonder why he hasn't reached out. Freaking think he's better than I am now. Jesus. Think you know a guy.
He's a level 65. I won't even touch that guy.
Yeah, exactly. You want to freaking. He's too good to play with me now. Ugh.
Hey, this is like my third or fourth day of playing for more than an hour without falling asleep. I had no stamina, man. None. But now, I'm on the rise. I'm on the comeback.
Let's see. Wait, how do I search people again? I forgot. Oh, there we go.
All right. Oh, goodness gracious. What did I just do? Right.
Zero Steel Crow. It's a horrible gamer tag, but hey, I didn't make it.
So I won't tell you my age, but let me just tell you I have an almost 27-year-old daughter.
What?
Yeah.
You sound like you're 15. Why is that?
Oh, because I'm not. I don't know.
I
don't know. So that will probably, if you estimate the youngest that you, well, not really the youngest that you could have a kid, but kind of back in the day when you were out of high school and you kind of got married when you were young. There you go.
It's
Probably
possible.
about how old I am.
You had a kid when you were 5? Nutty.
No.
I'm just kidding.
32?
Yeah.
Oh. That's cool. Your kid's older than me. And I'm only level.
How old are you?
I'm level 1. No, I'm just kidding.
Level 1.
Oh my gosh.
I'm halfway to 50. Yep. Just a couple more Vanguard strikes and I'll be there. Oh, well, that solves that.
Zero Steel Crow just contacted me too. What's he up to?
I don't know. Maybe we should
Who is that?
find his IP address and go kidnap him. Show him what first.
Yeah, who is that? Oh, so sorry? What the heck is oh so sorry?
I don't know. He's all being weird and stuff.
Oh, so sorry. Wait, maybe I could be playing with him, could I?
No, he's calling you sorry. That's what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Beat him up.
Here, let me go check. No, I can't check. Can I check who's on there? Only at the end of the game, right? Barackabong and Oswald. No.
Barackabong.
Yeah.
Wow.
What in the world?
It's
His
retardedness
name is
incarnate.
That's so retarded.
And
Barackabong.
Ostfall.
Okay. This guy has jokes, huh? You think it's funny?
Somebody think they got jokes. But little beknownst to them, that shit ain't funny.
Ooh, I see the extra chest now. So what am I supposed to do? Collect?
Your
Ooh,
hammer
look
has
at that.
did you? Your hammer was charged in. You had your emblem in there, and you just smashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
But there are 3 chests, but it only opens 1.
Right. So each person on the fire team opens a chest.
Oh,
if they have a charged hammer.
Oh, sweetness.
Because that would be jacked up if if somebody opened your chest and you fought through that whole game, and they just went around and opened your chest. Like the other team you were talking about, whoever gets there first, that'd be fighting. I'll be fighting. You did what?
No, I thought that I got 3 chests along with the original.
No!
Ones, but it was just each person.
No. I'm just talking hypotheticals. Somebody opening your chest, it's like, I'm sorry, but no.
He's like, that needs to be closed so I can breathe. Okay, you understand? You just open it up.
I'm my reward.
Sure, I'll go into shock. Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna keep playing this. It took way too long.
What one game did?
Yeah, it's almost 5. I'm just like getting so tired. I need to make dinner or something.
Yeah, I need to do that too.
I have a senior in high school, and she's just looking at me. She's like, "Mom, so are you gonna be gaming all day?" And I'm like,
"Oh, wait! You gotta tell me how that works."
Yeah, I want to know how that works too.
How you gonna be gaming all day? You gotta tell me how that works. But that is like, the whole idea behind the parent, the role reversal. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, sweetheart, you have to do your homework. Stop gaming.
But it's like the opposite. It's like, Mom, I have school. Stop gaming. Take me to school.
that's what she does. She's like, I have to be picked up at 4. I'm like, okay.
Hang on, wait. I'm going to orbit. I'll be there in a minute.
I know.
What the heck? That's such an interesting dynamic. I like Cinderella more. Even I like her even more now. It is just like just the more you know.
I know. I have a whole bunch of hidden secrets. I don't know.
Little do you know, her dad is a president or something. Like, oh, well, where are you playing from? The White House? So why did you never tell me that? Jesus.
That's just too funny, man. Oh goodness.
No,
It puts so much into perspective now. It's like, oh, okay, now I understand. Yeah, now I get it.
No, so that's why I can stay up till 8 in the morning, and why I can just wake up at noon.
I know, right?
Go 4 hours later.
What the heck? That's such an interesting thing. Like, you're probably.
I die on Monday because I've died on the weekend. It's all my fault. No one else's.
Jesus.
I don't have to report to anybody.
I can only imagine, like, parent-teacher conference for her. She's like, oh my god, this is gonna be over. Missouri is coming in like 9 minutes. Yeah. I gotta get some stuff in Missouri.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, it's like she's not embarrassed of me because she's embarrassed of me. She's embarrassed of me because I game. And it could be potentially her friends. I'm gaming with
Yeah. Oh. Wow, that's interesting.
Oh my goodness, that is so.
That's an interesting chokehold to have.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. Oh
Hey, if you don't want to tell me what happened at school today, I'll just find out from my clan members, which is your friends. Oh no!
Your friends could be my clan members.
Exactly. Jesus, that is.
Yeah.
That's something.
As far as I know, no one's from Nevada yet. Not
wow.
Anybody in Nevada. They're all from like the East Coast, California. One from Alaska, that was a military guy, and a couple from Canada. Yeah, no one from Nevada. Oh, actually, there's a whole ton of them from Nevada. I actually have friends, but I don't like continually. I don't game with them. They just hit me up because I used to be a cool Nevada girl. I think I told you that, didn't I? No.
You used to be a cool Nevada girl? Is that what you said?
Yeah, my gamer tag used to be cool Nevada girl.
Oh. Yeah. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I made that like 6 years ago. Something like that.
You know, this whole entire time, I'm thinking that you're like probably max 27, max 27. No way, no way she's older than 27. And here I am, once again, find myself making friends with someone that could be my parent, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Like I met Hawk, you know, me and him hit it off. And now when I get on here, I look like when I go through my friends list to see who's all on. Guess who I look for? Hawk and Cinderella.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking like, oh yeah, you know, there's some guys that, you know, they get me. They know how it is. Well, I knew Hawk was older than I was, but still, it was like, you know, these are my friends, you know. And
yeah.
Freaking, you're like, oh, you know, no, my his son is in freaking college or either graduated college or something like that, and like I'm finishing college, so you know, which you know that's not that weird of a big thing, you know. But you, on the other hand, never would have guessed it. I was like, oh, no, you know, me and Cinderella, whenever we're in the party with Hawk, you know, like, you know, we're both the young people, you know, like we probably have more in common than we do with Hawk and stuff or whatever. But here you are, you got a whole high schooler. And I'm just like, man, I got 2 dogs. I thought we was all a team here.
Well, I have 2 grandkids too.
Jesus. See, I don't have grandkids yet. I guess I do technically have grandkids. My dog had kids when I was on deployment in Arkansas. Some stray dog. But yeah, I don't really claim those.
Yeah. Young grandma.
Man.
Well, I have 3 granddaughters.
wish I
Yeah.
had kids.
Yeah.
Is that where you live?
I have 3 granddaughters and 5 adopted idols. For the first time in my life, I became a fan.
Oh,
I've
adopted.
them.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. The idols, yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty cool too. They haven't turned out a record in a year, and their fan base is still huge, which I think is amazing.
Wow.
Were those Japan people you were talking
Korean.
about?
Korean, yeah.
Korean? Oh yeah, the
Red Velvet.
Kind of makes you want to find a opposing singing group called Blue Velvet or something.
Yeah, so my daughter just got accepted to College of Idaho. She's got a scholarship to go there, so that was cool.
Nice. What's it feel? What's her major?